Hey guys, welcome to the Fairy Tale Podcast, your podcast for the greatest guild in the world. I'm getting all fired up just thinking about this episode.
Hey guys, I'm Natsu.
I'm Wendy.
And we're doing another review. This time we're reviewing Negima! Now, for those of you who are fans of the anime, this is not actually a review of the anime. I didn't really show her the anime. I had her read the manga because I prefer the manga to the anime. This was my bias, so you can blame me. But honestly, comparing the anime and the manga, they're completely different. And I honestly believe that the story from the manga wins out all the time. And this is, of course, one of my favorites. This is a Kodansha classic. She was asking about UQ Holder, which is what brought this up. And if you haven't heard of UQ Holder, you really need to check it out. Make sure you read the entirety of the Negi manga or UQ Holder. A lot of the stuff in it. There'll be some references that just won't make any sense, or characters you're like, who's that? How did that happen? You know, it's just good to get this big backstory. Again, it's 38 volumes. So there's a lot to go through, but she did it. You can too. Alrighty, so let's start off with a basic explanation. Who is Negi?
So, Negi is a 10-year-old who he's like really smart, but he wants to be like a master wizard. Mm-hmm. And for like his apprenticeship, is that what I would call it?
He's already graduated.
Oh, yeah.
He graduated from magic school at the age of 10, so you already know he's a child prodigy.
Yeah. So, for his apprenticeship, they sent him to an all-girls academy to teach English. And all-girls academy, you usually know this is going to be hard.
Of girls that are like 3 or 4 years older than him.
Yeah.
Oh
and everybody's like, he's so cute!
So you already know where this is going. Every woman in that classroom is going to fall in love with him. Now, what are some of the things that kind of set Negi apart from other harem series like, say, Atenchi or, God, there's so many harems. Rosario Vampire, yes.
Sorry.
What are some things about this one that are so different?
Well, for one, he's a 10-year-old.
Yeah. That definitely starts it, yeah.
For two, when he sneezes, he like blows girls' clothes away.
Well, actually, it's mostly just Asuna, but there's obviously a reason for that you find out much later.
Okay, for three, Pactios. Okay, when he kisses a girl,
not every time he kisses a girl.
Not every time.
Only in certain conditions there has to be a magic circle and stuff like that.
And usually, who makes the magic circle is
Camo. Or Chamo, however you want to pronounce it.
It's Camo, and Camo's like, he's really pervert, and he's like, oh, kiss, why don't you? It's hilarious. And Negi, he makes Pactios with at least like 15 different girls in his class, but in the end it adds up to like 18.
Alright, basically a Pactio is two people are in a magic circle, they kiss, power is transferred from the magician to the person he's forming the Pactio or a contract with, and they both get cards. Some of the cool abilities of these cards is telepathic links between the two card holders, and everybody gets new and interesting powers. Yeah. Everybody's power is different. So let's talk about the powers real quick.
That's what I like the most about it. Like, nobody has the same thing. There's always something different. And you're like, oh, what's that? That's cool.
Like, Asuna starts off with the Harrison, the little fan, and then she ends up getting a sword later.
Yeah,
it's
but
really
the sword only appears, like, when she, like, really needs it.
Yeah. Until later, she goes through enough training, she can summon it at will.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Other abilities that you thought were pretty cool?
Okay, so, bookstore, Nodoka.
Nodoka. Yeah.
Nodoka. When she, kisses Negi, or she makes a Pactio with Negi, she gets this cool ability where she can read people's minds through a little book. Through a, like, little book diary, and it really comes in handy in the later chapters.
Especially with Kotaro.
Yeah, she's like a seriously helpful character.
Now, this is the part where I'm going to interject because I know the differences between the anime and manga, and she doesn't. Kotaro doesn't actually really show up in the anime, and that really bugged me because he's such a pivotal character. Yeah, he's such a pivotal character in the series. Though I do love that Evangeline is in all of them. They always show the Evangeline introduction in all the Negima anime that I've seen
That's
so
awesome.
far. Mm.
Can't forget her, definitely.
The
not.
immortal vampire. Yeah. Master.
Yeah.
He has several masters, including Kuroshi. But who are your favorite characters in Negima?
Let's see, Asuna.
Asuna, yep.
Because she's like always by Negi's side, always worries about him. She's really loyal.
She's
to
the
him.
one who you feel like she's got that tsundere, but she
Yeah.
really loves him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
And then my second favorite character is Maki. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Maki.
Okay. Maki, because like she's always so cheerful and she's never like really down about anything.
Okay.
And okay, so my third favorite character is Camo, because he's really pervert and makes the anime a lot funnier.
All right. My top three, actually, we agree on number one. I love Asuna. Second, I'm going to have to give that one to Nodoka. I really love Bookstore. She's like one of my favorite characters.
She is.
And then Kuroshi, like Kufei. I call her Kuroshi, Master Ku. But Kufei is like my third favorite character in this series. And that's not any... I guess that's of the girls, because there's not too many guys in this story. But I guess if I went with guys, let's see if we have the same matching here. I'd say Negi first. I've got Kotaro second.
Yeah.
And then in third, I actually place Fate.
Oh, I like Fate later on. It's hilarious.
Yeah, once you get to the end, you like Fate. But was that the same as yours, or did you have a little bit different?
Well,
how did yours go?
Well, earlier on in the series.
With the guys, yeah.
Well, yeah, earlier, like when I started out.
Well, I mean, who are your top three now?
Oh, yours.
The same ones? You
Yeah,
still
the
like
same
Fate?
ones.
I didn't know if she was going to choose Jack Rockon, or Nagi the Thousand Master, or maybe Al. You know,
Yeah.
There's so many different and good characters in there, or Takahata Sensei. But it is a long and scoping arc, and it starts out. I think one of the cool things about Negi is it starts out seeing like a very kind of pervy but funny harem series, and then it starts to get kind of darker and more serious as time goes on, and then it gets real dark and serious, and most of the pervy hijinks are gone towards the end.
Yeah.
They show up very, very little because it's so serious. And then you're like, dude, this guy can write some serious stuff. And what's really funny is that UQ Holder doesn't really have like a lot of pervy moments in it. It's got very few of those. And it's actually really, really serious. So we're going to I know she's going to bug me until she gets the chance to finally get caught up on UQ Holder. So we're going to take her through UQ Holder soon, which is what's currently going on. And this is actually by the amazing Ken Akamatsu. If that name sounds familiar to you, he is also the guy that wrote I Love You, Love Hina, so many other good series, and of course, UQ Holder. Make sure to pick this up. Kodansha is publishing it here in the U.S. Go online and look it up on Google if you are not in the North American region and you're trying to find a version for you to read in your area. Who's your OTP?
Okay, Asuna and Negi.
Yes! Yes, you picked mine! Yes! Who's your second favorite?
Okay, Bookstore and Negi.
Okay, and number three? This is where we're gonna differ, I believe. Who's your third favorite pairing in Negima?
That's hard. Wow.
Because I'm not even gonna bother with Kotaro. Or Kotaro, because my ship for him actually ended up becoming canon, so I'm like, screw it. Yeah. But who's your third favorite to ship with Negi? That's the question.
Eiko. The girl with the big scar on her back, and she like falls in love with
Negi. Yeah. Mine's actually Evangeline.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love the dynamic between the two of them. Even if he would still be calling her master, and even though there would be no children from that, I just loved shipping Ava and him together. Even though Chachimaru was super, super adorable with like their kind of love, I totally shipped Ava. That was my third favorite. But hey, those are our opinions. We'd like to know yours. Who is your OTP? What are your top three characters in Negima, male and female? What did you think of the series? If you haven't read it, make sure to go and check it out. I hope this encouraged you to do so. I'm Natsu.
I'm Wendy.
And this has been a review of
Negima!